Okay, how can we promise this? Well, we teach you something called the creation process. And the creation process is the heart of the key. It's the how-to. How to create deliberately in your life. And I didn't invent the creation process. The creation process just is. It's actually how we create, but we might not be aware of it. And you all know the creation process, don't you? Let me see your hands if you know the creation process. And you're using the creation process. Are you just waving? Thank you. I appreciate your participation because it takes courage. And that's another thing about the key. We take you right out of your comfort zone. Absolutely, Janice is rolling her eyes thinking, what have I just won? We take you out of your comfort zone for a reason, Janice, because outside your comfort zone are amazing possibilities. And what you'll find in the key and what we find in life is most people are stuck within the limits of what they already know. And if you're stuck within the limits of what you already know, what are you going to get? What you already know. So that's why we take you outside your comfort zone. And so the creation process just is, it's how we create. And it has 3 steps to it. We love 3s at the key. It has 3 steps to it. And the best way to describe the key, it's not actually here. So I'm assuming that no one has ever had a worry in the room. No one ever had a worry? Let me see your hands if you've ever had a worry. Right, I'll just put it up there for you then. So the best way to describe the creation process is it has 3 steps, and let's look at a worry. Well, what is a worry? A worry has 3 components. The first thing about a worry is that it's just a thought. Yes? It's just a thought. Is it a positive thought or a negative thought? It's a negative thought. Is it a good thought or a bad thought? It's a bad thought. Is it something we want or something we don't want? Something we don't want. So a worry is just a thought. So that's the first part of the creation process. It's a thought. And in this case, we're using worry. The second part of the creation process is we begin to do something with that worry. We begin to give it energy, focus, and attention. And we do that in a number of ways. Anyone in the room keep thinking about the worry over and over and over again? Yes? Yes. But we do it, don't we, Susan? We just, unless you become really conscious of it, you're actually just going to do it. So we begin to think about it over and over and over again. Anyone ever begin to visualise it? Actually see the thing playing out in their mind? Yes. So we create pictures, we visualise this worry, so we give it focus and attention by thinking about it again, visualising it, yes. And the third thing we might do is, does anyone ever sort of talk to themselves or talk to other people about the worry? We share the worry. Great idea, isn't it? Share the worry. So I'll go back to this. So now that you know the science, Susan, you know what you're doing, aren't you, when you're sharing that worry? Okay, so that's the second part of the process. We begin to think about it some more, visualise it, talk about it, maybe even share it. And the third part of the process is we begin, well, if you do that enough, if I think about something and I share it and I visualise it, I begin to feel it. Has anyone ever felt that feeling in their stomach, in the pit of their stomach? They actually begin to feel it. And the reason you feel it is because it's an energy. And you begin to feel it. And when we feel something, we believe it. Does that make sense? Well, of course it must be true, because I can feel it. So therefore it must be true. Does that make sense? And if I keep doing that process again and again and again, well, guess what's going to happen? Michelle, it might just show up. Yes? Anyone ever done that, and the thing they've worried about has actually happened, and they've then said to themselves, see, I knew that was going to happen. Can you see how this works? The good news is there is another way, and this is the keys opportunity for you. Well, we can take the exact same process. We can take a thought, but this time the thought is a very different thought. it's a positive thought. It's a thought about what you want to experience in your life, not what you don't want. Does that make sense? We help you get crystal clear about what you do want in your life, what you desire, what you're excited about, what would give you satisfaction, what would make you feel contented, what would make you feel loved. We help you find that thought, and we help you set intentions and begin to visualise it. How does that sound? Good. The second part of the process, and we give you very simple but exciting processes to do that. The second part of the process is the exact same. We begin to give that thought, this positive thought, we begin to think that over and over and over again. Talk about that, visualise that. Does that make sense? Until we feel that. Very different, same process, very different outcome. Can you see how this might happen? And the third part of the process is that when we do all of that, guess what's going to happen? You're going to feel it. And if you feel it, what's going to happen? You're going to believe it. So that's what we help you do in the key. We take the exact same process. Now let me tell you that 90% of the people on the planet spend their time worrying and focusing on negative things, but they're just not aware of it. And we wonder why we get the same thing over and over. Is this beginning to make sense? Let me see your hands if you're getting an aha here. Right, this is what happens, and it's really simple. Well, it's simple to hear it, and it's simple to see it. The key is, how do you make it simple to experience it? Does that make sense? That's what we teach you in the key. So there's the process, and that's what we teach you. And then we help you apply it to every part of your life. We help you begin to create happiness. Now, not happiness because of a thing. Does that make sense? Most people, and they're not aware of it, is they are actually wanting things to make them happy. We make you happy, you might not even need the things anymore, and the things will come to express happiness to you. Does that make sense? It's the reverse. It's genius, isn't it? It's so easy, but you have to become aware of it. So we will help you be happy for no apparent reason. In fact, if you come the key to health and well-being, we'll make you laugh for no apparent reason, and then people will really think you've lost it. That is so true. Okay, what about love? People are striving for love, and I think most of the time we're looking for it in the wrong place. That's just my opinion. And on the key, we help you understand love at a cellular level, a completely different quantum level, where you begin to understand you aren't looking for love from another person. That's brilliant if you can get it, but you're actually looking for it in a different place from within, because you're in control of that. How brilliant is that? That you can be your own wee love factory for the rest of your life, and you can create love. And when you create love, guess what's going to happen? More love's going to show up. Does that make sense? We'll teach you that. It's so powerful. Lots of stuff. But just to go through it, health and well-being, because Jim mentioned that. Most people don't understand, Jim, the connection between our emotions, our energy, our state of being, our consciousness in relation to health and well-being. And what we teach you in the key is how to create health and well-being. It is possible. It is absolutely possible. In fact, it is probable. When you begin to understand what we teach you, you will experience it immediately. Careers, these are all the things that people come on the programme to put energy, focus and attention to. Their wealth, I'll share a wee bit about that later. Their career. Anyone unhappy in their career at the moment? Yeah, always a few wee nods there. Career, creating new career choices, or indeed finding ways to be happier in what you're already doing. Going into your work and actually enjoying it, getting satisfaction, not because someone else is telling you you're amazing, because you actually feel a level of satisfaction in yourself. How fantastic would that be? We don't need to wait for the boss to tell us. And if we are the boss, we can tell ourselves every day. life partners, friendships, your children, your family. One of the amazing things, I think this is actually an incredible thing around the key, is the number of people we get. Is there anyone in the room that's been in the key and their family has had an immediate experience, positive? Normally we've got a few people in the room. Nikki, yep. Where your family, the next level of your energy, are experiencing the difference. We've got at least 3 key mums and 3 kids from the last programme that their children are saying, like, has someone stole my mum and replaced her with a happy alien? It's amazing. So this energy, once you understand energy, you understand that it just emanates out and people pick it up. And work relationships, business clients, anyone, the entrepreneurs in the room that run your own businesses? Jim? Okay, so this is really powerful stuff for creating client relationships and attracting the type of client you would want in your life. We've used all these principles, that's all we use for the key, and it's amazing. And the last one, which should really be the first one, is purpose. One of the things that you discover once you come in the key is that you have a wee purpose. You might not be aware of it, but it's there. And when you tap in to doing something with purpose, or for a purpose, or meaningfully, it has just such a different energy. It's really, really exciting. Are you excited? You're all staring at me. Are you excited? Put your hands up if you're excited, and don't do do that or something. Yeah. Brilliant. Would you like to learn even half of this? Yes. That's what we teach you on the key, and it's so powerful. But if it was that